first things first, with these shoelaces here that come with it, they're yellow, they're shit. They broke within a month of me using them, but they came with these black laces like this, and ever since then I've been able to use these and I absolutely enjoy them. The black laces perfectly fine, and this shoe is relatively easy to break in. It is a triple E, so as you see here, it's quite large here, and that's what she said. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. If you're a wide foot, they do accommodate for that, which is one reason why Allen Edmonds is awesome. And in here you can see it's double soled. There's one right here, one right here. Okay, now let's take a closer look at this shoe. You see here it's held together right there. You see down the stitch, it's stitched pretty good, nothing is cracked. Let's look on the back side here. Everything seems to be okay. And as you see here, it's right here, it's a little bit up, and as you can see, it's worn through the first sole and it's into the second sole, but not so much back here, which I will eventually have these resoled. But I have to say, this is an extremely comfortable shoe. I haven't really had too many quality control problems with it as I have with other Allen Edmonds boots. Chelsea boot, for example, is one of them that I just had a problem with ever since I got it. And tongue back here, this is really the only issue. I've had to burn a lot of these strings off of here, but besides that, everything else is good. The inside of it is, as you see a suit tree, leather on the inside. The tongue here, as you can see, that's the model number 11.5 3E. I think this is the model number. One of these two is the model number. It's kind of rubbed off, but this shoe is extremely comfortable, as I mentioned before, and it is separating right here, but that's whatever. I'm gonna have this replaced eventually when I have this sole replaced. So let's get into the other shoe. You notice right off the bat, this stitch is missing right here. It completely broke off on me while I was wearing it, and as you can see here, it's worn straightly through. It's all the way into the cork, which tells you definitely inside there's cork. So it's worn to the first sole, the second sole, and it's in there. And as you can see here, it started to come off the welt. So this has actually started to separate from the welt itself. So this is pretty much far beyond due for a sole replacement. I just am lazy and haven't set it in, so that's my fault. But generally, this is what you would look for. I wouldn't let it get this bad. But normally right here, you'll push in here, and if it's soft, you pretty much know, hey, I probably should start saving for a sole because you're gonna need it. And you can take that any way you want it, as a joke or not, but yeah, in here you would probably need a new sole if it's really soft inside of here. You see right here, it's cracked. I don't know if that's the welt or not. I think it is, but I'm not sure. And here you see the stitching is pretty much normal, and in here I've had to burn, once again back here I've had to burn a lot of that off. This is a very classic style boot. I really enjoyed this boot. Wore this with jackets, leather jackets. This pretty much goes with anything in the winter time. It's a black boot. It's real easy to wear. You can shine these up if you want to on the toe cap. On my boots, I usually had them matte finish. I don't prefer to have them shined. To me, it doesn't really matter. Right here you can see I cut it right here doing something, I guess, but you can clearly see a cut right there. It's not too deep, so it's not that bad. And I know for a fact that's not from wearing it. That's from me being just walking around hitting something. So, because I have taken relatively good care of these shoes, and I would strongly recommend these shoes if you can find them. It's starting to fray. You'll have to burn these off a little bit, because this does happen with these Allen Edmonds. You'll see stuff start to fray like this. Just take a lighter and burn it. You'll be alright. And inside here, it's like leather in here. And as you can see here, I wear right here on that side just like normal people. And as I mentioned before, I don't know if you can buy these anymore. I don't even think they make them. They make a new type of boot, and the reason why I think they got rid of these is because they look awesome, and I really do believe a lot of companies do that. You like something really cool, like for example, you like a certain wallet, and then the wallet eventually wears out, and you go back to buy the wallet because it's a really good wallet, and you can't find it again, and you're like, really? Are you kidding me? It's the same way with fragrances, in my opinion. You fall in love with a fragrance, and they reformulate it or they discontinue it, and it's just like, why would you do that? It's a perfectly reasonable thing to have, and you guys went and did that. So I would strongly recommend. These are definitely worth it if you can find them. These are the old version of the combat boots. They have a different version now. I can't speak one way or the other. Those are the same quality as these. The only thing I'd recommend is when I had these done, these will have J.R. Redenbacher soles. It'll be double soled instead of the ones that Allen Edmonds puts on here. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll check back with y'all later, and y'all have a nice day.